It's me, Milton. It's Friday, March 21st. Oh, I'm about to get copyrighted right off the rip. But today we're just gonna fix a flake floor. It looked pretty dirty. It looked like there was oil spots. Some parts looked like it's already kind of being nasty. It most likely been years since this floor has been, you know, put down. So, you know, obviously nothing lasts forever, but you know, we're gonna come back and redo the floor. And we're gonna be using the sand buffer. And we have an attachment where you just put sand. I don't have the sand screens are outside right now, but we put sand screens, those little red ones, the little hand ones. We're gonna be using 80 grit. It's like a little pad. So imagine the hand sander, that little Velcro thing. It has like just a Velcro pad underneath it. And you can put like, I think like 8 or 9 of them on underneath. So instead of, it's cheaper when you do it that way than if, and it also, it's the same thing as doing using the other attachment as the big sanding screen, a big 60 grit, which I personally think it's better if you use the little hand sander attachment. Let me know in the comments down below what y'all use, but I'm gonna show y'all right here, the floor. Hopefully the person's not outside. But this is it. I already started a bit. I never really used the swinger. I usually always have someone else get on that thing, but today I became a man and I learned how to use it. Solo dolo type thing. But we're only gonna be doing, you know, just the actual floor. Not that part, you know, it stayed pretty well since, you know, they just don't do anything. But this part obviously got affected because it's the driving part. It's stuff like this. Yeah, you can kind of tell like little smidges. But there was a couple more noticeable spots, but there's now sand on the way, like that. I think, yeah, you can't even tell you find it. But that's a flake was chipping some around the front. I can find it right now. Yeah, I can't find it. But it should be pretty easy today. And we also, I'm gonna show you another job we're gonna go to. Right now we're in Yahoo, Texas, like always, man. But there's another place we're gonna go to, and this one's gonna be more towards Dallas, and it's gonna be a bigger job. And I'm gonna see if I can handle that job and take y'all with me. It's more of a commercial job, so you know, getting places, stepping up. But I'm pretty sure I can handle it. I've done a job similar to that. It's just gonna be painting lines. It's just really about the thing is like, this contractor has to trust me, right? So he wants to, he's throwing me residentials, and then, you know, I'm killing those. Killing. Commercial jobs, done a couple of them, but this is like a warehouse type thing. I haven't seen the building yet, but I'm gonna take y'all with me over there. And you know, once you get trusted by a builder, by other contractors, they'll sub jobs out to you like crazy. If they find someone they can trust, they find a team, you know, that's really how you get your way in. You know, always, you know, don't do a job and then be like, well, this job doesn't matter. Every job matters, everything matters, all the good matters and all the bad matters, you know? Don't forget about that. But overall, let's go kill this floor today, and then I'll take y'all with me over there. Please like, comment, subscribe if you liking these videos. I gotta get to editing, man. I've been working and just getting a whole bunch of content. It's just sitting all on my little GoPro, but I'll get them all edited out for y'all. And when y'all see them, I know you're gonna love them. We're gonna be #1 in Texas, man, first year, and then we're gonna be #1 in the United States, man, next year. Then year 3, we're gonna be #1 on Earth, man. Set big goals to hit the big goals. Let's break them. Let's get it going. Make sure you keep God close. Make sure you hit the gym. Stay fit. Keep your mind fit, and let's keep pushing. Let's get it. Let's go. So most of it is already sanded. It goes really easy, really easy. Really invest in these. I can't stress it enough. There's other brands. This is a Viper. I'm pretty sure all brands are really the same as long as you treat the machine right. There's not really any maintenance you have to do, because it is electrical, and it's only 115 volt, 120 volt, you know, regular socket. And this is the attachment. So there's this fits 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 sanding pads, 60 grit, and this is the other attachment. This attachment is like the big pad. You know, you buy the big 60 grit, and then they're like $10 each. But this is $20, you know, for the big pack. And you can do a whole bunch of changes. Like I only ran through these, and I did all that. But the other big pads, say I probably have to buy 2 pads, and to get a really good sand, it'd be, you know, 2 pads, $20, and that thing was $20, and that's it. But this I use for multiple jobs, and you can keep it moving, and you save money. But it's moving so far pretty good. After this, we're gonna vacuum it, and then Rush should be here, and then we can apply. Let's go.
I drove all the way out there 1 hour. He opened the garage. I said, push the button. She said, I didn't see a string up there. Then I just want to flip. And the bolt pop back on there. I said, hit the button again. String straight down. And I could walk off. She didn't say, I'm sorry. She didn't say nothing. I got the one dude, he been mad at me for like a year. He was getting bad comments under my Facebook ad. This company is scam. Because we did a pool deck, right?
Yeah.
But I told him we don't do caulking, so he's mad there's a gap between the floor and the pool deck, saying that we need to come fix it. But we didn't do the caulking, so the coating is separate from the pool deck, like a big gap. Whoever poured your slab or whoever did the caulking was supposed to do that. That's why whenever I do pool deck, I don't brush over the caulking. If they say to brush, I say no, because that caulking is cheap, it's gonna come up.
Yeah.
And then when it comes up, they're gonna say, hey man, your stuff's peeling up. But it's not my stuff that's coming up, it's the caulking that's coming out. Okay. So then I was like, no, I ain't doing that. Or I let them know and I get in right, hey, this stuff is better. It's gonna come up, it's not made to last forever, it's just like literally, it's like a liquid fluid.
Yeah.
So when your pool and stuff moves or shrinks, it can expand with it. But it's cheap, it's at Home Depot, you can do a whole pool for like $100. But I tell them, if we go over this and it is, it's gonna cost us more than that to come out here and redo the flake and the clear on top of it. So I say just don't mess with it. Just get a color that complements the flake and just leave it at that.
This one.
There's 2 buckets left? They used to give you a 50-pound box of flake.
Yeah.
Then they lowered the price of the flake, but then they gave you 40 pounds. So I was really saying you should get $100 will get you 50 pounds or 55 pounds. Mm-hmm. Now you only get 40 pounds, so you should just be able to buy 1 box. And I can do a whole garage. Now, you really only need 50 pounds, but now you're buying 80. So even though the price is lower, they still making more money because
you're buying 2.
You're buying 2 boxes that you really don't need. If they would have stuck with the 50-pound box, that would have been straight.
The aftermath.
It's in Plano, so if you have the address for that caliber, it's literally right behind it. So the address is probably like 1 number different.
We're gonna come back in like an hour. We'll go to Mansfield, but this is gonna be the top coat right here. Text that polyaspartic. I used to see this a lot. I never used to pick it up, but it's actually pretty good. I'm also gonna seal this right here. This one also saying if this one doesn't need any reflake, just another seal, make it look, you know, make the life pop back up. But we did do a little patch, 2 little patches right here. Little patches, but nothing major. But I'm gonna show you at Mansfield though. Then we'll come back, finish this, and it's Friday, man. It's Friday. Let's go. So this is the warehouse right here. It's actually gonna be all those yellow lines, which what they had previously is that they were like over the years spending around like I think 10 to 15 grand on that tape. It's a very hard tape, like a plastic thing. They just like put like I guess some gunk underneath it, and they would just replace it every time I lift it up. And they said they wanted to go with a cheaper way, which is also a more durable way, which would be a stain. You know, just stain it, seal it. But that would do. It is a lot of hard work to actually put it down. The size of things like imagine a football field, and we also got to go inside some of the lines. You know, like wherever the forklift areas will reach. But I'm probably not gonna take this job. I'm gonna be honest. It is a lot of work on your knees, and you should really protect your health when you're doing this, because this is one of those jobs where you can stand behind the grind. You have to be on your knees and do all this, but I'm gonna have to pass.
It's hard to see. I was from the other side to see if I can.
Hey, these glasses make me zoom in. Yo, so that's gonna be it for the video today. It was really just, trying to show you how to recoat or redo a floor, which I'm gonna explain the science right now. So usually on most epoxy floors, most flake floors, the last coat is a polyaspartic coat. And when you sand that, it's able to bond again. So you sand it, you vacuum it, and sometimes you're gonna have to like wipe it down like with some acetone, maybe. It depends how dusty it really is. Usually it doesn't really matter because you're gonna coat it again, right? So once it's sanded, you can put epoxy on it again, or you could do poly again. So just to recoat it. Like the patio, we sanded it and then we put a poly again, the polyaspartic, that's what I mean by poly, and then it's able to bring it back to life. But the other floor, since it had more dirty stains, you're able to do your sanded polyaspartic and then epoxy, another moisture barrier, and then flake, and then polyaspartic. Which you can do polyaspartic again, flake it, and then polyaspartic again. It really doesn't matter. It's just one of those things that like polyaspartic is a lot more expensive since it is a more of a durable material, but since it is like a sandwich, if you're restarting a floor from nothing, like you're doing it on straight concrete, always use the epoxy on the bottom, like the colored one, the moisture barrier, because polyaspartic is not a moisture barrier. It is very strong and durable for the up top because it handles high traffic and all that, but to be put as a moisture barrier, it's not gonna handle it. So always, if it's like bare concrete, start with the moisture barrier, man. Metallic floors, flake floors, any kind of floor, it's always called a primer coat, moisture barrier coat, whatever. I'm nerding out about this stuff, but like always, you know, make sure you hit the gym. I'm actually at the gym right now. I got my clothes. I'm not gonna go in like this, but you know, I'm gonna go hit the gym. Better go rep 2 plates real quick, you know what I'm saying? Big man shit, you hear me? But overall, keep God close, keep your mind right, keep your body right, keep moving forward, and you're gonna keep scaling up, man. Body is your temple, man. Keep going up. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, comment down below if y'all do if y'all do a different way of, you know, redoing the floor. Let me know, because that's the way I got taught. I didn't take a class, you know, I just worked for other companies, and you know, different companies do different procedures, so I learned everything and I put whatever all the companies did. I choose the easiest and the best, not mostly the easiest, but you know, what I think is like the best for the customer, right? So seeing some practices that are malpractices, seeing some good practices, keep the good practices, you know, learn, soak it all in. You go like a sponge, man.